Hey guys, it's Desi. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I created this soft Valentine's Day glam. I wanted to keep it more on the natural side because you guys were asking me for a natural makeup tutorial. Unfortunately, got a little crazy with the pinks. But of course, if you want to do this look on the more natural side, just don't deepen it as much as I did. I explained all of that to you guys in the video. So if you guys want to learn how to achieve this beautiful look, then keep watching. As always, my eyes and brows are prepped and primed. For brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This one is in the shade Dark Brown. And then to prep my eyes, I just used the NARS Radiant Concealer. This one is in the shade Light 2.8. So for today's look, you guys let me know that you wanted to see a more natural Valentine's Day look. Not even gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little stressed. I have so many palettes sitting in front of me. I literally just do not know which one to use. Because I want to go for like the pink, but then just keep the pink a little light. But then like, is that not natural enough? But I think I'm just gonna start and see where it goes. So the first palette I'm going to be using is this Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And the first shade I'm going to be dipping into is this one right here, which is called Lolly Mama. I'm just going to be taking very little onto the eye. Like I said, this look is supposed to be more natural. So I'm going to start going in very light. So the brush that I'm going to be using to go into this color is a Morphe M514. It is just like a smaller, more concentrated, fluffy brush. And I'm just going to be taking very little onto the brush. And I'm just going to be packing it onto the outer corner of the eye. So I'm going to have about this much onto the eye, and then without taking any more product onto the brush, I'm going to start blending it into the crease area along with dragging it out in a winged shape. So I'm just going to dip into the color one more time, pack it into that area again, and then blend it out. So you can tell a little bit more, the color is just being blended on to the rest of the eye. If you wanted to keep it like super natural, you could of course stop here. But I do want it to be a little bit dramatic just to my liking, so I am going to go in one more time. Okay, as you can see, now the color is deposited more evenly across the eye. Like I said, if you want to keep it like super natural, you could of course stop here. It's just like a cute soft pink. But I am going to go ahead and add a little bit more dimension to the look. So I'm going to be going into this shade right here, which is called Dance Party. It is like a deeper pink, and I'm going to be taking it on this Morphe M562 brush. It's just a super tiny blending brush. I'm literally going to dip into it once. So I'm just following the little wing that we made and going into the crease. Just very little, I'm not doing it all the way. And then I am adding it into this outer corner just to have everything blend together. I'm just blending it into the lid. And now I'm just going back with the previous brush that we just used. I'm not going to be adding any more product. I'm just going to be blending everything together. And now I'm going to be going into the James Charles palette. I'm going to be taking this super soft baby pink right here, and I'm just going to be taking it on the same brush that we've been using. And I'm just going to blend the edges of everything out. So I know I said this was going to be a natural glam, but things got real pink real quick. So I think I'll call it more of like a soft glam, like nothing too crazy. So if you don't want it this dark, just follow like the first step where I blended out the first shade onto the eye in the wing shape, and then just follow the rest of the tutorial and you'll be good, girl, you'll be good. So now that everything on the eye is blended out, I'm going to be packing some color onto the empty part of my eye. So for that, I'm going in with the Miss Bliss palette by ColourPop. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here, which is called Of Quartz. And it's just like a super soft pink, and it has like little flecks of glitter in it. Super cute. And I'm just going to be going in with a Luxie 245. It's just a really fine flat brush. I'm just going to be packing it into the empty area of the eye, kind of in a cut crease shape, but not like in a super sharp cut crease shape. I'm just like packing it on. And then I'm just going to be going in with the first brush we used, which is the Morphe M514, and just blending everything out. And just like that, the eye is completed. Super natural, kind of. I mean, if pink is natural to you. But super soft, super cute, super pink. And I like that that last shadow had like the little touch of glitter to it. I feel like it really just pulled it together. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish this eye off camera and apply my lashes, and I'll be right back to finish off the face. Okay, so the lashes that I added, these are from Bold Face Cosmetics in the style Bold Edit. They are a little bit more on the natural side. They're not as big and long as the lashes that I usually wear. And I honestly really like the way this look came out. Of course, if you do want to do it like more dramatic, you could add some glitter, like literal glitter, or you could deepen the colors, add a wing. You do you, girl. So now to prime my face, I'm going to be using this Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I actually really like it a lot. And as you can see, it really does just give your skin like a glow. And of course, when priming your face, just be careful around the eyebrows and the eyeshadow area where you already did apply that makeup. You don't want to go and like wipe it off. So as you can see, it just really does give my face a really natural, pretty glow. So now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. This one is in the shade Medium 14, and I don't want to go very full coverage, so I'm just going to be applying a little bit to the face. And then to blend it out, I'm using a Morphe E63 brush. This is actually the brush that they made specifically for this foundation, and I actually really like it a lot. And as you can see, this foundation just makes the skin look like super soft and finished, literally like a filter. So I actually really like this foundation. And then I'm not really worrying too much about my under eyes right now. I am gonna go in with concealer. I usually don't really take the foundation onto my under eyes. I usually focus that more with the concealer, but that's just me. Okay, so the foundation is on. I'm telling you guys, I literally applied just one pump to this side, one pump to this side, and then for like the nose and everything, I was just wiping it off the bottle and spreading it on to the rest of my face. I literally used just such a light coat. The last time that I used this foundation, I applied a good amount and it was just too much for me. So I just prefer it when it's like really light and natural. But that's just my preference. This foundation is medium to full coverage, so if you do prefer the full coverage look, then this one is good for you. I just really like the way the foundation feels on the skin. For concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in the shade Light 2.8. And then with the concealer, I am cleaning up the edges of the shadow. And then to blend that out, I'm just going to be using this little Hank & Henry concealer sponge. I like blending out my concealer with concealer sponges rather than with bigger makeup sponges because I feel like it's just easier to get into all the little creases and the little area under your eye. And then you guys do want to be careful around this area. As you can see, I did get a little bit of concealer into the color. But if that happens, don't even worry about it. Just take the brush, any of the brushes that you guys were using, and just boom, cheese fix. And then, as always, using my favorite powder right now. This is the One Size translucent powder. This powder is so bomb. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to be using the regular products that I usually use. For bronzer, I am going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Saddle. This bronzer is my go-to. It's literally just my absolute fave. I can't really think of like any other bronzer that I'd want to try. Like ever since I used this one, I've just been hooked. I've tried the BH Cosmetics bronzer and I like it, but this one is just everything. And then for blush, I am using this Smith & Colt blush. This one is in the shade Universal Peach. I used this blush for my last video and I am freaking obsessed with it. It is so pretty. Love it. And then before I apply my highlighter, I actually like to do my under eyes first. So going in with the shade Dance Party, which was the deepest shade that I used on the eye, going to be taking it on this super thin eyebrow brush. This one is from Lavish Cosmetics. I'm just going to be dragging it across the bottom of my eye. And I'm going to be connecting it to the rest of the eye. And then I'm going to be taking the super tiny blending brush that I used to blend it on. I'm just going to be smoking it out a little bit. And then for the waterline, I'm going to be adding this super light pink into my waterline. This is the NYX liner in Linen. So now for highlighter, I'm just going to apply a really light amount because, like I said, this is like a natural look, so I want to keep it really light and natural. I don't want my highlight to be like beaming all over the place. So I was clearly struggling to find out what shade I wanted to use on my lips, but I think I'm gonna do a nude, like a really light nude. So for lip liner, I am using this lip liner from Bebella Cosmetics in the shade Dark Brown. Not even gonna lie to you guys, trying something new here. Really hope it works out. Y'all, there's a little hair on, oh. Okay, not even gonna lie. I look crazy, like so crazy. Now for lips, I'm going to be going in with this shade right here, which is called Stripped. So the reason that I went in with a really brown, dark lip liner was because last time I used this shade, the lip liner I used was not dark enough and it just like you couldn't see it and the lip had no dimension. They just looked flat. So trying, like I said, trying something new here. So we'll see. So it looks a little crazy, but I am gonna add a gloss over it, so I know that'll make it look better. Normally, if I wasn't gonna add a gloss, I'd add another layer, because as you can see, it was like running out. It's just a little streaky. Overall, I think the brown lip liner worked out pretty well. So now for my lip gloss. This was in their Christmas collection. It was like a pack of 4 minis. This one is in the shade Peachy, and I really like how it has like a bunch of glitter in it. So in my opinion, the ABH lipsticks are just too drying for my lips. So with the gloss on top, perfect. So that is it for this look. I really hope you guys like this. I feel like this look is so easy to achieve, Even if you don't feel like you're advanced at makeup, I feel like this look is just a good way to practice and super easy to achieve. I mean, it wasn't really that many colors, and it's a super cute look for Valentine's Day, whether you want to look cute for your boo, cute for yourself, cute for the gram. As always, head over to my Instagram to give me a follow. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below any questions you guys have at all. Comment down below any product questions or any questions that you guys have at all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.